Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the S-Scene podcast. I'm Jack Millington and joining me this week, as usual, as ever, it's Mikey. Look, he's on the chair! Keating.
This chair is so fucking comfortable.
The reason why I've stuck you on the chair now is quite simply because, one, after 50 podcasts, I could do with a bit of a comfort on the bed now. So, I'm going here for the change. You can sit on the chair. I can lord over you now. It's just like, yes, you can pipe down, peasants over there. Sit down on your little chair, go on.
Peasants, quiet to the computer, please.
You know what's dead funny is, like, he's sat there on his chair just thinking, well, I'll just raise the height of it. I could just kick the thing and it'll come flying back down anyway, so...
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. It's on the lowest it is anyway, because if it was any higher, jeez, my knees would be going through the frickin' keyboard. But how are you, Mike?
Alright. Hungover, like, but...
Where were you last night, actually? Because I haven't asked. What did you do?
Well,
because I was sat there last night and I thought, might do some PlayStation, do some Destiny. Went online. I thought, right, it's after work. Mikey's not online. So go on, what happened?
Dean there, sure what happened. That's all I'm saying. Basically, what happens when Dean there shows up with a great idea.
Does he?
Yep. Ring of fire. That's all I'm saying.
Tell us what happened, Mike. So the lovely people would want to know on this. I say this is a momentous occasion of the 50th podcast, but I've come to realise E3 comes around and it'll be the 52nd, so technically that's a year's week worth of podcasts. So, yeah. We'll have to wait till the 100th, won't we, to do anything. But go on, what did you do? What happened? Ring of Fire. People have actually never heard of this drinking game before.
Cards.
No.
You got a pack of cards?
Yeah, I've got a pack of cards.
Where?
I don't know. Just you can explain the game without props.
1 minute. Okay, never mind. Basically what you do, you've got your cup in the middle. Where you have a cup in the middle.
Yeah.
Obviously you put your 52 cards around it.
Yeah.
But it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, as I just...
Yeah.
You got a set of rules. Ace, waterfall. So everyone has to drink.
Ah, right, okay.
So say, if you got waterfall, Mike was next to you, you drink, then I drink, and then he drink. We can only stop drinking when you stop drinking.
Ah, okay.
So effectively, you could be like that when I'm kind of like, oh, well, me and Mike, like, coughing up, like all this alcohol. 2. Oh, what was 2?
But I'm guessing that each card is a different thing then.
Yeah.
And so Ace, I'm assuming, is the worst.
It's not actually.
Or what is the worst?
King, 4th king.
Okay, so what's the 4th king?
King is pour into the glass.
Yeah.
When you get your 4th one, you've got to pour it in, mix the shit mix, and then drink it.
Well, it's not that bad.
I guess you got the king.
Oh, VE then?
Yeah. 6 is ladies. All girls have to drink.
Yeah.
So it'd be Matthew.
Oh, shots fired! Pew, pew, pew!
No, 4 is girls, sorry. 6 is boys.
So I'm guessing... So,
Jack is...
I think a
Queen's
lot of
question. Jack is...
Queen's a question? Is that like you ask someone a question?
Any question.
Right, so I think I've got the gist.
10's category.
So what happened then? So what actually happened then?
Well,
because you could be here for 4 years trying to explain every card, so...
Basically, we played it. I was actually doing alright versus no one was... This is a card called Mate where when you drink, I have to drink.
Oh.
See, like obviously if there's a few people, you can pick anyone and I could be like, oh, you don't like someone, you dick out every time I drink, you drink.
Or you fancy someone. Yeah, you drink, and then you can go over there and I'll have your house.
No, but what's funny is one of the lads turn around and
How is Dave, by the way?
yeah, he's alright, no, that's sad. Yeah, turns out goes, every time someone says you've got to drink, you've got to double that.
Right.
And I was like 4th in a row, by the way.
Okay.
So, if he drank, Andy had to drink 2. If Andy drank 2, Dean had to drink 4, and Dean went, well, I pick Mikey. I had to drink 8 times. I'm like... like that, like going... Like, so I'm sitting there, like... we'd not even finished the first game, right? And you looked at my where I was sitting by this desk, and it was just full of Strongbow cans, half a crate. I'm like, oh my god, this is not a good idea. And mate, it's a funny game because there's you can make any rule. So you could two of them with couples in there.
Yeah.
The other three was obviously single.
Yeah.
So we're all sitting there, and one of the couples said, "Use two can't touch each other, otherwise you got to drink." And he thought they're all good. And then the next game, I got the question, and I went, "So looking at it, how much do you like?" Just the general. Why? Is that the question? But no. It was no hard feelings, nitty. I was saying, no dear, you can't touch each other. And it was like that. All of us were just like hawk eyes on them. Well, there's one who, that's it, 9's fun, 5's heaven. She got a point, the last one to point's got a drink. But it always has a clusterfuck along the line if you've picked someone to drink with you.
Right, I get it.
Sounds
like a mad night then.
It was alright.
After all that, after I got laughing at everything, it was alright though.
It was actually really good. But we went bowling. Boring. Not like bowling.
I do.
Well, when I was with you and Matty and that, it was quite fun.
You see, you just haven't got the people with you, Mike. You see, this is why me and Matty are here in your life. This is why we're here 24/7 to make sure that we look after you and piss you off at the same time. And we do that very successfully. I'm going to move it on to our the only news story that we have, because it's the only news story that I can't bother talking about football because it's over and done with for a few months. I can't bother talking about
Jar PK.
I don't hear that. So this is something that's popped up in the news, and it's sort of one of them stories that it's just popular enough for us to talk about it. Well, I say popular, but it's got a lot of attention. You might have heard about Facebook being criticised in the last few days.
Oh yeah, about the dunking thing.
Have you seen the video?
I don't want to watch it.
I haven't seen the video. I don't want to watch it either. But this child protection charity, the NSPCC, who always do those horrible adverts on the TV where they make you feel upset, shows a terrified sobbing baby being dunked repeatedly into a bucket of water and wants the government to intervene. For the kick-off, yes. If DC does something, not DC, that's David Coulthard. If David Cameron does something, and gets involved in this and ends up getting something out of it, I'd be very appreciative of that. That's a good move to do.
Don't be silly. It's got nothing to do with his fucking mates. He's not going to do anything.
You never know.
He'd rather nuke the fucking country than help us.
Well, that's alright. At least it gives us an excuse to leave. Right, Mum, we gotta go. Where are we going? Well, there's a funny little place in Australia called Brisbane that I particularly want to go to.
So, come on, Dad. Just shift the transit over there. Yeah, down there, put it in the ship container.
Apparently, they're not going on about the baby being crying or anything. They're mainly going on about the way that the baby's been held, because apparently in this video, the baby...
it's like the proper just like dunk it, its fucking head.
You said you hadn't seen it.
No, but I've heard, because it's a big talking point in work, you see.
They said it was like dangling it upside down. They said apparently after 2 or 3 dunks, it stops crying, and it seems normal. But they're going on about the fact that the way it's being held could cause it serious damage and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why Facebook went, oh yeah, it's alright. See, this is why I don't like Facebook. This is why I don't like Facebook. I don't like Instagram. I like Twitter because Twitter's funny, because trolls always get their comeuppance at some point. But I just... Facebook's so shocking. I hate Facebook. I actually do. And the only reason why I have Facebook is just to keep in touch with people. That's the only reason why I have it.
It's just to talk to me, isn't it, mate?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's because no one else will talk.
So some leaked pictures of Mikey will be coming soon. The Fafferning Part 3.
It's weird, this, You sitting on the bed and me sitting on the chair.
It feels nice, actually.
If
do
people...
you feel better now? Just the what's the word I'm looking for? The aroma of the chair getting to you now.
Not really.
Well, it should be. There's enough weed under the slice to get you going. But I'm gonna slide it over to some weird news. People, this week, weird news. There's not much of it, but there's a lot of gaming news, so we can talk about that at some fair length. Especially the fact that gaming news is probably going to be the biggest thing in the next few weeks.
Speaking of fucking games, give me a left that off it.
Well, you can have it now. But just gonna wait for this to just pop up and load. That's much better than me sitting here.
Games
actually.
coming out.
Not yet, because we're not there yet.
What the fuck is that?
That is a little thing that goes around the wires for the back of my computer. It's a cable tie, basically, and it ties all the wires together.
Just a pox one, then, basically.
I wouldn't call it a posh one, but
no, but like
it's
a general cable tie.
Well, you're not gonna have a little bit of plastic.
If we have some sort of camera, I'd be able to show the people watching, or you
say posh one, it's probably worth about 30p, as opposed to those little crappy plastic tie things that you get on the white strip of paper that you pull off. You know that like your parents do this. Is usually mothers that do this. They got like those little white table ties, and when you've got like a pack of crisps and you haven't finished them off. Not in our case, but when you got you tie them all up and then you tie a little white thing, little plastic thing around. That's what you're on about, aren't you?
No. Well, I'm on about this. You know the one you see like all your bod's job mechanics do?
No.
Basically, see, if you've got like a line, like you get like clips, don't you, that hold like lines to like your struts and stuff like that. Well, that comes off and you got nothing, you just get a cable tie, wrap it around.
Oh yeah.
But, it's like 12 quid for the pack. No, not 12, but like 6 quid for the pack, or 100. But it's like the big ones, like that long though.
The
so
big
you can
one.
wrap your head around it and still tighten it.
But I've just realised we can't do games coming out in June because we've already done it last week.
We can.
Well, I can have a look over it and see if there's anything.
Just Tuesday. Elder Scrolls Tamriel.
We're not there yet, so we'll talk about that in a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to get that little
movies.
thing. I've got to get to weird news now because I was going to start with weird news and then we started talking about freaking cable ties for some reason. But in America,
the interest of our podcast.
Do you know sinkholes in America? They're pretty big, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know what a sinkhole is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm making sure you're not Matty. A sinkhole on the street just south of Denver was about 10 foot of a sinkhole, and apparently it collapsed while someone was driving over it. Have a guess what was driving over it? No, it's not a truck.
Prius.
I wish it was just like I just wish they all went in, but no, that'd have been even better than this. Actually,
don't tell me it was a Mustang.
That'd be just funny. You know, it'd be dead ironic if it was a Corvette. Sinkhole love Corvettes too.
How convenient, Camaro.
No, it's
Don't tell me it's a GTR.
No, it's not. It's a police SUV that went 10 foot down into a sinkhole. It was in Sheridan, Colorado, near a shopping centre, and apparently after like a heavy amount of rainwater leaked from an underground pipeline, as the truck went over, the SUV went over it, and there's a picture of it here.
For what's left of it.
For what's left of it.
Can you imagine explaining that to your boss? What happened?
There's a video
of it.
Of not of the actual incident, but of the cop car being in the freaking sinkhole itself, and you can see how far down it is.
It's like that. How do you explain that to you?
Actually, you get to your boss. We need a new SUV, and he goes, "Why do we need a new SUV?
We just got to."
Well, Barack Obama took it with his own bare hands, just smashed into the ground. I'm Barack Obama.
Yes, that was me. No, but
London 2012 Olympics, that was me. Usain Bolt, that's me.
Yeah, that's my cousin.
Just that's a strange story, that, because not often sinkholes are that big. They are pretty big, but not. Yeah. I mean, normally like think about 3-4 foot, but I thought 10 foot's a lot. I mean, if you could break your leg from 10. I mean, if you're dumb and don't know how to flipping fall off a thing. I know people who've jumped off the table and broke their leg and shattered it in pieces. And bear in mind the table's about what, 3 foot, 4 foot?
Yeah, but don't forget it's one of them. It's how you do like the landing and the speed you're going.
Yeah. So
you could effectively a car could stop. You could.
Well, Obama can jump 5 billion foot and he'd still be fine. Yeah, superhero joining the Avengers next week.
Yeah, me, Barack Obama.
See that Iron Man? Fuck Iron Man.
I am USA man.
He is Captain America. You're going to see him in the Captain America 3. He's just going to be sending them.
Yes, I'm Captain America or Barack Obama.
It's just like there's like, fuck you, Spider-Man. But Florida's smashed its way back into the news.
It always does. I think they just love being on the podcast. Don't they?
I don't think it's that. I just genuinely think that
the people of Florida, they're like, oh,
are very, very strange. Florida man calls the police, and he was hitting on the dispatcher, the person who's on the phone.
Yeah. And
he was hitting on them. And if you don't know what hitting on means, basically flirting with them. And apparently, his name is Edward Garcia, 44 years old, was arrested on Wednesday evening.
For wasting
and he made time. Yes, but it's what he was doing.
Don't tell me he was having a...
No. No, he wasn't having a posh one.
Oh, okay.
No, he was bragging about his muscles. And I don't mean fish. I mean his muscles, his arm muscles. What? Apparently, he called a couple of times, and he called back 2 more times to the person on the phone, the call operator, that's the word. And he asked about the relationship status, and he was disconnected both times. But I just...
How awkward would that be? You're doing it as a laugh with your mates when you're pissed, and then like you throw it the last time.
He was charged with battery on a law enforcement officer. Don't know what battery is. Is that battery? Is that verbal?
No.
Oh come on, Captain America. What is it?
Assault, obviously, is you hit someone. Battery is basically a bit of show.
But he couldn't have
sort of in any way verbal or physical.
So it's verbal, like I said.
Yeah.
So you said no, and it was actually verbal.
It's like a fray. Is basically if you threaten someone,
yeah.
You say you're causing a fray.
Yeah, it says here he was charged. Oh, he did spit in an officer's face while he was being taken to the jail. That
yeah, there's the battery charge.
That's what it is then. Charged with battery on a law enforcement officer and misuse of the 911 system. He remains behind bars in lieu of $2,500, which is about
£2,000.
£2 billion.
Yeah. Or if you want to go China, Japanese yen, £2.50.
Just because Mikey wants me to say this again, we're just going to talk through the games that come up this month. Wonder, which is already technically out on the PC, but Wonder is a game that I've heard lately, and it's being dubbed the worst game on PlayStation. I wouldn't touch anything.
No,
you can move the mouse, just don't hit the keyboard, otherwise you'll mess everything up. That's one thing I'm always worried about when I sit there like that. Wonder is being told to be the worst game of all time. They're saying it's got an even worse launch than Drive Club. So Drive Club, everyone at Evolution Studios must have just leapt with joy when that game came. It's got some of the worst glitches and spike lags I've ever seen in a game. They were doing a YouTube Let's Play. Can't remember whose channel it was, and they said, "Let's play Wonder." And he was running along, and he goes, "I'm going to jump into the ocean." He goes to jump into the ocean, he goes, "Whee!" Starts flying mid-air, crashes into some really random stuff. Starts randomly teleporting while he's walking along and glitching all over the place. Genuinely worse than Drive Club. So Evolution, that title no longer belongs to you. And not that it ever did. I thought Diablo 3 was still worse, but I think because Drive Club was in the media more often, that's why.
Yeah, it's first racing game, probably.
So Wonder. Other stuff, you've got a DLC for Matty on Dragon Ball when he comes back.
Yeah. Oh, we know
what Batman Arkham Knight.
Matty.
Planet Side 2, which I've had a go of, but it's still confusing as hell. DLC for Battlefield, MotoGP, Red Goddess, Tour de France 2015, although no one knows exactly what date it's coming out, even though it's coming out this month.
It's going to be that.
Tour
de France though, guys.
No, everyone knows it's coming out. I've seen the gameplay for it. It looks actually like a good game for a change. But no one knows when it's coming out this month. It's just like, peekaboo, it's there.
What's the point?
And then there's...
a bunch of guys cycling.
Usually I would be on your side, but pro cycling is actually fun to watch.
Mill, it's a bunch of guys on a fucking bike.
And you know what people,
do that,
and do you know what people who don't, and do you know what people like cars who don't like cars would say? It's a bunch of drivers just going around a track. You can't keep. I mean, I know where you're coming from,
yeah,
and I know that.
Okay, with a bike, all you hear is
no,
like the wheels and the odd gear change. With cars like
no, the reason, right,
or you get tyres screeching, or you get like the pitch changes. What a fucking bike like.
Have you ever actually watched the proper full month of the Tour de France?
Yeah.
No, you haven't. You've watched a few stages, right?
No, but after
the
them
reason
go off
why,
naked, they're just like, oh, look at me big hench body on me big little cycle. Means I've got to compensate for downstairs, yeah?
Mikey, you do realise why they do that? Because they're sweating like hell.
Yes.
Especially in France, which next month is predicted to be the hottest weather on record for the Tour de France. And I've got big respect for people.
Also, it is hot in a race car when you're in a full fire retardant suit and the helmet and gloves.
What would you rather wear, a fire retardant flame suit or spandex?
Fire retardant.
Yes, shut up. Shut up, Mike. Because you know how bad. I've wore a flipping what is it? These, you know, the swimsuits. That's bad enough. Yeah, you did too, because you were in you went to Barnstondale in Woodchurch, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't go. I did. We had to, because when we went to West Kirby and we had to go in the Marine Lake, you had to put a full swimsuit on.
A wetsuit.
A wetsuit, that's the word I'm looking for.
Fucking horrible to wear.
And and you get red hot in them. That's why I have a lot of. I don't like cyclists on the road. That you get what I mean, and I understand that.
I'm a bit funny, Will. If you want to watch a bunch of pigs on a fucking bike, just go it. Weather like this to Levers Causeway. Just go to Levers Causeway.
No, because people who ride a bike on the road in Levers Causeway are utter bellends. Do you know why?
Exactly.
It's a 70 mile an hour road, and they're like, I'll just pedal on it. Perfectly good pedal lane to go away from the road, and no one ever walks down Levers Causeway.
Can I just actually interrupt you there?
No.
Think of where we are.
We're back in that.
Exactly.
But no, hang on. But Levers Causeway.
You're so bad on Bun
Levers
Road.
Causeway. Exactly. Levers Causeway is not Birkenhead. Is it really? Let's be honest.
It is.
It's the sensible part of it's the beginning of the sensible part of the world. Admittedly, there are some Birkenhead strays up there. But my point stands. Hell, you know.
I
like Tour de France. I don't care if you don't, because you don't have respect for people like that.
I have respect for people who don't fucking cheat.
218 kilometres.
Oh, it's so hard getting paid that much to get on a fucking bike and do that, innit?
Do you want to ride 208? Do you want to ride the Tour de France?
Well,
there you go. Just shoot your face.
You know what? Give me a fucking bike and £500,000 a fucking month, and I will, yeah.
They don't get paid £500,000 a month.
Yeah.
Footballers get paid £500,000.
No, but it's ridiculous.
The highest paid.
Think of the sponsorships. This, that. They get Jags and everything. They get this. They get like top end cars. Don't even speak.
The top bike riders get it per year. Bear in mind, a footballer gets what? Ronaldo gets like £300,000 a week. So the highest paid bike rider in the Tour de France gets paid £500,000 a year. That's a lot of money, admittedly. But when you think about it compared to other sports, it's not that. People who work for Barclays Bank and don't do sod get more money than that. You know, the big bosses get payouts of like $800,000-900,000.
No.
I'd rather work for that. You're just fucking stupid.
I'd rather race a car.
I know you'd rather race a car, but let's be honest, that's
not
going to happen, is it? It's not, is it? Someone's going to go, well, that freaking Mikey Keating's flipping top notch on the PlayStation 4. They're going to shine him, aren't they? It just won't happen. Do you want to talk about Elder Scrolls?
Comes on Tuesday.
If I'm not going to get signed, Mikey, then neither are you. But no,
Yeah.
the reason why I love Tour de France is because anything could happen.
Boring.
Yeah, because you get bored easily, Mike.
True.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to talk about something that's very, very important. Mikey, you need to turn around and take notes of this because this is the most important game ever to be launched in life.
Oh, God. F1 2015 by any chance?
No, that's not the most important game.
Jack Millington shows his cock again.
Shouldn't it be Jack Millington rides again? But while I try and there we go. There's a game coming out in the summer, and I'm just gonna go through a few details of what this game involves.
Has it been released with a name yet?
It does have a name, but it's off a TV series, but I'm not going to say what it is.
Is it Pokemon?
It's not Pokemon.
Is it Pikachu?
I'm not going to tell you what it is until I get... There's a story campaign that recounts the events from the TV show. You can use the latest equipment that's in the actual TV show.
Person of interest.
How would that work? Oh, it could actually. Competing against AI or players online for the first time ever in a game like this. You can customise lots of different areas of the game, over 6,600 things you can customise. And you can compete against characters from the TV series. You know what this game is, don't you?
Supernatural.
No. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist! They are actually releasing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Game. Because there's a 20th anniversary film coming out for Yu-Gi-Oh! And it is Yugi versus Kaiba. Konami have come together with Yu-Gi-Oh! And gone, well, let's make a game. And let's be fair, how good were everyone played those Yu-Gi-Oh! Games back in the PS1 days, and you know you did. You did, didn't you? You did. Look at you. That's how you know Mikey's trying to hide the truth, because he's like, well, I'm not saying no, but I'm going to make it look like I'm saying no, even though I actually did play it a lot. But yeah, I'm looking, and it comes out this year. It's on PS4 and Xbox One, so you know, Mikey.
This is pretty much what I feel like right now. I'm sorry, but
What, you said you could go on your phone?
It's Pikachu!
Sorry, switch that off. But yeah,
that's basically how I feel right now.
I mean,
So
when was the last time a Yu-Gi-Oh game came out? It was PS1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That I'm aware of. I mean, I know in Europe. I mean, there's obviously those in Japan, but in Europe, I can.
I remember we had one on the DS, but it didn't do too good.
Well, no. It's
Same kind of
DS, isn't it? DSs
I'm
are
not too sure actually.
pretty average at best. Hang on a minute. Just a quick question. We have got a resident Nintendo DS player here. Are you actually going to buy any other games for the Nintendo?
Yes.
Which ones?
Alpha Sapphire.
Oh my god! Anything other than Pokemon? See, this is the thing with the majority of Nintendo players either play for Mario or Nintendo. No other.
I mean,
No! Don't put your feet on the bed.
no, that's not fair. You used to do it.
Because I didn't have a new mattress, did I?
Where am I supposed to put my legs?
On the floor? There's a perfectly good floor for you to use, Mike. Where do I put my feet then? It's not like it's lava.
As a kid, did you ever do that as a
I
kid?
had a game as a kid.
Yeah.
Knock that thing for us, just a mouse. But we're going to move on to the next announcement that came up.
Jack
In
has
the news.
officially decided to come out and say he's gay. Congratulations.
If you're talking about Jack Wooden, yes. But anyway, moving it on. There's a remastered version of a game coming out now. I know there's been a lot of rumours and ramblings about Mass Effect coming out as a remastered version of the free thank you for buttons. But that's not been given the go ahead yet. Even the BioWare have been coming out and saying to people, what would you like to see in a remastered version? Obviously we want DLCs, you flipping turnips. But do you know what the other game is that's being remastered? PS3 only. It was it is PlayStation only. One of the it's pretty obvious actually. Think of a game company that's pretty much tied in with PlayStation at the minute. You're struggling here, aren't you?
You gotta remember, mate, I have actually been an Xbox. I've been I was a bit of a
But
defender.
it's one of the most famous game series of all time.
Metal Gear, sorry.
No.
GT.
No, that wouldn't get remastered. What did you say?
GT.
No. Why would you remaster a GT game? Rayman wasn't.
Yeah,
No, it was on Rayman Origins. No, the last few, the Raven Rabbit thing was Xbox as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so you actually don't know, do you? It's a game that
Yeah.
I've always been a big advocate of. Never played it, but I've seen a lot of
Dead
it.
or Alive.
No, that was on Xbox for a couple of years.
One
of the
Crash.
What?
Yeah, that was on Xbox.
Same people who made Crash.
Oh, Konami.
Naughty Dog, you
No, dog, yeah. Same ones who did like The Last of Us and stuff like that.
It's literally the other game that they've made. They've made Crash Bandicoot, they've made The Last of Us. What's the other big one? Nah, and you call yourself a video gamer. Right, I mean, really, Mikey.
Yeah, 1 minute. I might need to...
No. It's Uncharted, for crying out loud.
What games have Naughty Dog Studios made?
Just turn that phone off.
Getting the schedule for the Bulldogs.
Right, no, that's just proof. Turn that crap off now.
I'm not sure about the time.
That's what I asked. What games have Naughty Dog Studios made? For some reason it says Central Ascas vs Sanford. What the
Turn your phone off, because that just proves that Siri just doesn't work.
Go away, serious lad.
But yeah, the Nathan Drake collection is official and it's coming to PS4 on October the 9th worldwide. It's got all 3 of the games in it with visual upgrades and new features. They got rid of the online and the co-op mode, which, yeah, okay, I understand that. Each game's going to run at 1080p. If you pre-order, I think, pre-order the game, you get beta access to Uncharted 4, which I think is a pretty sweet deal.
I think basically they're doing a bit of a Master Chief one.
There's a lot of remasters lately.
No, if you think about it, the way they've done that.
Oh,
Uncharted, the Nathan Drake edition. Collection, is it, or edition?
Collection.
Well, it's basically like the Master Chief. It's like Halo, the Master Chief collection.
What was it that's kicked off? What game was it that kicked off the remasters? It's been a couple of years
Halo?
now. No, there was something before
No,
that.
it was Halo.
There was
actually Halo.
Nah, I'm convinced there was something before it, but I can't remember what it was.
I'm sure it was Halo.
I'm
actually really sure.
I might get it, you know.
I'm not. I've never been a fan of it.
Have you ever played it?
Once, but I was a kid.
I might pre-order it, and if I get beta access, it's always worth having a shot. It's like with other games. If the remastered versions of games now are giving people a chance to play the game.
I really want to play Master Chief. I actually want to play. I might just. It's one of them.
Don't get me wrong, people. I don't really like the fact that everyone's just getting a remaster of everything. I don't think that's right.
But it'll actually relive them great games, doesn't it?
I don't think it's right. I think it's a cash grab.
Fair enough.
I do think it's a cash grab. I mean, some games I understand need remastering, but if you're going to remaster them, why don't you remaster them from the PS1 days? Why don't you do that? Why doesn't someone come out and remaster Crash Bandicoot?
Why has someone not came out and remastered Need for Speed Underground?
No, it's different. What's the word? Because it was on PS2 and Xbox. They run different. They ran different specifications, whereas all the other consoles are sort of linked with each other. Xbox 360 and Xbox One are a lot more closely linked than people think, whereas 360 and Xbox One aren't. PS2 cannot run on PS3, but a PS1 can run on a PS3. So basically, you get a PS1 disc, you can put it in a PS3, and it'll work. You put a PS2 disc in a PS3, it won't work.
So you're saying in a PS4 that a PS1 disc won't work, a PS2 disc will, but a PS3 won't?
No, a PS4 doesn't have any backwards compatibility, neither does the Xbox One, but the specifications aren't too different. Well, the PS4 and PS3
That's
are.
The one
PS4 and 3 are very,
That's the
very
thing
different.
I liked about the PS2, you could play games from the PS1.
Yeah, you could.
Whereas the Xbox...
And the PS3 can play PS1.
The 360 you couldn't. You couldn't
Well,
do
no,
that with the
because
Xbox.
You can't have backwards compatibility nowadays, could you? I mean, let's be honest, I know a lot of people are going crazy about, oh, why is there no backwards compatibility? You could not run a PS3 game. Let's say a PS5 came out in 5 years' time. If you put a PS3 game on a PS5, that PS5 would be so confused by what's going on, it'd probably break your game.
Do you know what, right?
What are you doing?
I'm actually just going to get a game out here.
No, you're not. You're just going to sit back down.
It's not there anyway.
It doesn't matter. I thought it wouldn't be. What are you doing?
Touchy cosmetics and stuff.
Just sit down.
What happened to your old chair like that one?
It was full of crap and it had more stains on it than... I'm not finishing that sentence as well.
Yeah.
I wasn't even going to say that. I was going to say something really naughty.
You gotta go tactical there, you know.
No. It was something worse. It wasn't even sexually related. But a lot of people have been asking, what can we expect from E3? Because E3 is now our version of E3. The one that everyone's interested in. Not the 16th to the 18th conference. No one's bothered really about that. What we're all bothered about, the key dates, the 14th to the 16th, from Bethesda's opening thing to what PC gamers doesn't know. Now, I'm going to get to Fallout in a bit, actually. But saying, what can we expect from Sony? Well,
hopefully it's good.
We're going to have exclusive content. We know this. We don't know what's going to come, but we know we're going to have exclusive content.
That's the thing I probably like about Sony. They don't ruin. It's like, oh, you're going to get something decent, and you get it decent. Look at Bungie. Basically, when they released Destiny, the whole thing for it, before you say anything.
Sony had a more exclusive deal on the DLCs than Xbox did, but Xbox has got a deal with Microsoft has got a deal with Call of Duty, where the Call of Duty players on the Xbox get the deal on that end. But more people are playing PlayStation nowadays, so...
They play Destiny more.
They play Destiny more, so it's like...
Which one? You go back 2-3 months, right?
Batman Arkham Knight, there's another deal there with Sony that's gone on there. There's loads of games in development, so I'm just going to reel a couple of them off. The Tomorrow Children, Abzu, Killstrain, Wild, Fat Princess Adventures, I'm buying that for Matty. Day of the Tentacle, Drawn to Death, Persona 5, interesting. The Forest, a Bloodborne expansion pack, Godzilla and King's Quest. Now, a lot of those games, people are thinking, what the heck? You're probably pulling Mikey's face right now. And that's fair enough. And in fact, some of those games I've never heard of myself. But the big ones, obviously, that everyone's waiting for are the big 3 PS4 titles. I've just reeled them off there quickly because they're little games.
Oh, but that's actually ruined my head. That's actually ruined my fucking head.
It doesn't take much, does it?
No. It does.
What you've just done is threw up a tennis ball and gone, hey Jack, just hit it. I'm not going to hit it back. But the 3 big games are Until Dawn, the horror game, Uncharted 4, and
Need for Speed.
No, the big one that everyone's looking forward to is No Man's Sky, which is a game that I still haven't got a clue what's going on with it, but I'm really looking forward to play it.
What?
You've heard of No Man's Sky?
No.
Yes, you have. It's that game where you get it. You've seen the trailer for E3. I showed you the trailer last year. In fact, I showed you the trailer for E3 last year on the E3 podcast, and you were confused as I was. Basically, all the trailer showed was a person walking, first person, couldn't see their hands or anything, got into a ship and then flew. That's all we know. You can land on planets, you can do stuff on planets. All I'm going to say, people, is this. No Man's Sky is so big that you will never, ever be able to land on every single planet. Because more planets get added all the time. I think there's something like 2 billion odd planets that they've put in the game. And there's going to be more. So, if you've got a spare 400 years,
please help yourself.
If you've got a couple of generations of kids and grandkids that could probably finish it off, maybe my grandson could give you an award for that. Because I'll be dead.
The Jack Millington Award for successfully completing the game. And then the Mikey Keating Award for the most dumbest fucking comments. Oh, funny enough, it's Mikey Keating's grandson.
There's a God of War entry, possibly new one coming in. God of War, never played it. Gran Turismo 7 revealed. I'm starting to think that's more and more likely now. because it's just sort of sitting there.
It's
just not going away. If it says 2017, I'll be disappointed.
But you think, right, you'd rather want the quality, not the quantity.
No, I just think Polyphony Digital are lazy. If Forza can get a game out every 2 years and it's pretty decent, I'm pretty sure that Polyphony Digital can get a good game out. I mean, I know Rami Muri is very, very attentive to detail. And he's a bit of a troll. But the point still stands. Knock that for it, Mike. And hopefully there's going to be some news on The Last Guardian. And if anyone doesn't know the story of Last Guardian, just go and check it out. It was... What are you doing?
I don't know.
Why are you nodding your head up and down like you're... You're confused, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mikey's seen a shiny thing and gone, ooh, what's that?
Shiny.
Anyway. Do you know The Last Guardian? You've ever heard of it?
What, the Tomb Raider one?
No.
Oh, no.
Basically, it's about a kid and a very, very big injured dog. That's the core basis of it. It's not actually like that. It's a sort of like a puzzle game, in a way. And let me just put it to you this way. Last Guardian was first announced in 2005. And then they brought a trailer out in 2010 and said, well, 2009 or one of the E3s. And they went, it'll be out later this year. It's now 2015 and it's still not out. We've been waiting 10 years for this game. I just want to see what it's like now. I'd love some news about Last Guardian. Obviously there's going to be stuff about Assassin's Creed and all that rubbish.
Yeah,
but
Syndicate.
Should we talk about Fallout 4, Mike?
Yeah, if you want, man.
Have you played Fallout 4?
Nope. It's not even on yet.
I mean, have you played Fallout, rather?
I've played it once or twice. A few times. Because basically James and Tom are big fans of it. So we had Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas.
Did you like it? Because I literally have no idea about this game.
Ish.
I literally don't know.
Basically,
I know what it's about. I've never
for
played
those who
it.
don't know, it's basically set in the 60s. Cold War.
It's a post-apocalyptic world, isn't it? Pretty much.
Basically America gets nuked by the
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have these vaults, and they're apparently there to protect you and stuff like that. And then the vaults are, obviously your character wants to go out to a different world, you find this, that, and that, and you go and do your own fucking thing.
That's like the world's worst explanation of trying to explain a game. You just went, well, it's like this, that, yada yada, and there's a dog.
That's on the fourth one.
Yeah, I know. But
personally, I'm not a big fan. I'm more into like where Elder Scrolls was made by the same guys. I prefer that. Like going around with a little axe and like,
we're not talking about Elder Scrolls, we're talking about Fallout 4. A lot of people, seasoned Fallout players, we're talking about that in a minute. They said that when this trailer came out, there's basically a dog virtually through the whole thing until right at the end. And they went, is it just me? And this is what they said, they went, is it just me or does that dog not look animated right? A very strange animation for a dog, the way it was walking. It was sort of... I mean, I'm not one to get wrapped up in too much about graphics and all that, but... But it is... it's a game that's been in development for a good few years, I think. I think it's about 6 years it's been in development.
To be fair, 5-6 years now.
Something like that.
That's the thing.
Fallout New Vegas came out in 2010.
Fuck.
So
that's the thing with Bethesda. They like to take the time. Elder Scrolls was supposed to be one of the first games that came out on PlayStation 4. I was going to get it with Destiny.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah,
They said that about Gran Turismo 5. It came out 5 years after the console was launched. Sorry, I just had to get that out of the way. But you were saying, though, you wanted to get it with Destiny, didn't you?
Yeah, Destiny. And then they said about, you're going to have to pay for it now. And those people are like, nah, it's alright.
Do you say a launch title, did you? Or at the same time as Destiny?
They were actually considering it as a launch title.
Yeah, I remember them saying that.
And
well,
then
they
they were
didn't.
going to do it as a title. And then
I always heard rumours, because this is the first time it's been officially.
Basically, Sony turned around and said, well, we won't. Like, this is rumour anyway. We're not going to put it. We're not having people pay for it. Basically, if they're online. And obviously, being Microsoft, they didn't say anything. Because they like money. Who doesn't? Well, this is speculated rumour anyway, so don't take my word for it. But. And they basically went, alright then, we'll just do. Are you actually having difficulty opening a bottle of Oasis?
I'm not being funny, that's the tightest bottle of Oasis I've ever tried to open in my life. That was tied. I mean, properly tied. My flipping hands have gone red, it was that tight.
Like zip tied around them.
Really tight, yeah. But you were saying though, sorry.
No, that's alright. Don't do it again.
Struggling with that.
Yeah, look, basically, he just said, well, there's not going on ours. Make it free then, so they made it free, and then Xbox seen their ass, so they have to make it free for them. But if you look at it this way, I'd rather, since I've been on a PlayStation 4, I've had a lot more fun. I've actually managed to get into games, and to be fair, you can actually tell the difference between the Yanks and Europeans and everyone else.
You mean the Japanese?
That's what I'm saying, like, and everyone else.
Oh, right, so.
Because when you go online, or when Project Cars came out...
I'm actually about to talk about Project Cars in a minute.
When the Yanks didn't have it, everyone... Literally, no one bashed it away, or when they did by accident, they'd pull back, and you let you back into position. The minute the Yanks get on there, every cunt off the track, throwing you off, all this.
I'm actually going to talk about Project Cars. By the way, people, I'm actually kind of interested to see what Bethesda come up with for this next week. I want to see what they do, because if you're wondering what time the Bethesda start, it's at 3 o'clock UK time.
In the morning?
In the morning, because it's America.
Thought this, I'm going to watch it. I'm actually going to watch it.
But fortunately, Sony's, as they always do, because they're a bit legendary like that, is in the evening in America, so it'll be in the morning for us.
What time?
Don't know, they haven't got a
find out the time.
It'll be 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the evening, something like that. Usually they do it about 8 o'clock in the evening, America, so it'll probably be about 7 in the morning, maybe.
America's not too... Well, where about is it, E3?
It's in America.
Yeah, but where about in America?
On the west coast.
So LA?
Yeah.
So...
I don't know.
I think it's about 9, 10 o'clock.
No, yes.
I'll be off to
right.
watch it, so it's alright.
Project Cars, people, as we know, we've been banging on about it. I've got some big things to talk about it in a minute, because it's important that people should know. But this is now... What's the date today? It's the
date today is the 7th
of June.
Of the 6th. 2015, the current time.
Have you ever don't be doing flipping. I don't know if you've ever read the weather forecast before, but that's what they do. And last I checked, you're not a weatherman. But Project Cars. I don't
bullshit so much.
Project Cars came out on the 8th, and we got some information. Project Cars has passed the 1 million sales mark worldwide. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but for a game that was started from essentially a Kickstarter-like program, to end up getting 1 million sales worldwide, and it will probably go on over time, more and more. That's a bloody impressive feat. Under a month to get that many. I mean, I know it's not like GTA 5, which got like 30 million sales and stuff like that, but
this is a game.
The only other game that has ever had more that's a proper sim racer is Gran Turismo, which has had obviously such a big fan base.
I'm not sure that pisses EA off.
I think EA will be fighting back on all cylinders with this new Need for Speed. We'll soon see the gameplay next week.
Hopefully it's not head gasket failure.
I do, because if you get an MGZR, that better be one of the requirements.
Oh no.
MGZR races, we go around
Jack! And like the corner, like literally, the finish line's right there. Turn the last car. 2 litre turbo diesel. No! Just see you go past on there. A little Corolla.
Now-
Goodbye, Michael. Goodbye. That's all.
I mean, it raised 5 million from a fan base when it first came out. If you did 1 million times by, let's say, 50 quid, do you want to know how much that works out at?
Talking about billion.
Just loading the number now. 1 million times by 50 is 50 million. Which is bloody obvious when you think about it, because I've just done 1 million times by 50.
Oh shit.
I didn't even notice, I'm that engrossed. I'm like doing this, that and that. And you just don't notice the obvious sometimes when you do this podcast. 50 million from a thing that raised 45. What are you doing? Just put it down.
There's 2 discs there.
Yeah, I know.
What was it? Oh shit.
Wow, it's his game and he didn't even realise it had 2
I haven't
discs.
seen it for fucking 9 months.
It's been there for 9
I
months.
keep meaning to take it over me.
So you're probably wondering, what did you have to talk about for Project Cars? Well, there's a patch coming. Big update. When I say big update, I mean there's a big update. Plus, you're going to get some information on the upcoming DLC next week. This week coming up.
Oh.
So that's some good news for us. So you're going to get some new stuff. Don't know what we're getting, but we'll find out sometime this week. It'll probably be during the weekday. It won't be at the weekend.
Okay.
Now there's a lot of bugs and stuff in the game,
You'll tell me.
and Xbox One had to have a patch last week because there were some big issues on that side, but that's been fixed.
It's the Xbox, what you expect.
But apparently we're getting some brand new stuff, and I'm going to go through it all. This is
Please do.
in general, this is the first little stage to talk about. Pagani Monza Club Day invitational event no longer causes the game to crash when using a specific livery on the Pagani. Not had that problem. PC, that's being fixed, an issue there. Now on the PS4, the 2 big issues. This is one thing that they're doing, and I bet you won't know what this word is. Ansiotropic filtering has been increased to help reduce blurry textures.
Yep, I know what that means.
Temporal anti-aliasing. Yep,
No.
thought you wouldn't know one of the two. Has been further optimised. This reduces the ghosting effect and additionally gives the player full control via a slider to tweak the resulting image according to personal preference.
Oh, that'll basically be the darkness, like how bright do you want the screen.
This is all for PS4 I'm going to talk about. I won't talk about PC or Xbox One. PS4, all shaders have been rebooted using a new shader compiler, giving a significant performance boost in some areas. So I'm assuming then that with this update, our PS4s aren't going to die. The CPU performance gains due to new, more aggressive code optimizations. With the AI and the physics, AI loss of grip that results from tyre deg as a result of wear is now more noticeable, so it's more realistic. The AI will now show much more realistic grip loss when running on slick tyres in the rain. Thank God for that, because I notice it in career mode and you're on wet tyres and you're getting flicking overtaken by cars on slick tyres. First pass improvements on various tracks to enhance the AI performance, so that's Monaco, Donington, Watkins Glen, Bathurst and the Nürburgring. They are a little bit slow around Donington, I've got to be honest. Knock that computer, Mike. Yeah. Right, pitting, tuning and setups, this is important. Fixed an issue where certain street cars would pit for a tyre change during rain when they already had the correct tyres fitted. I haven't seen that one. Fixed an issue where custom vehicle setups were lost when progressing through sessions.
Yeah, I've actually noticed that.
I haven't had that.
No, like basically on one. If I
You might have noticed. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just saying I haven't. I'll say what I've spotted, and you'll say what you spotted. Improve the system used to select the most appropriate tyres based on current and predicted weather conditions. I didn't think there was a problem with that. Maybe other people are having that problem. They're also fixing the problem where my frickin' traction control stays on when everyone else is, rather than switching it off. Bastards. Genuinely, I was in a multiplayer race with with Matty the other day.
No, it was with me as well.
You were there, and I had the traction control turned off, and everyone else was switched on. ABS was switched off, so was stability control, even though I qualified second. So, yeah, strange one. Ensure that the AI always pit when they need to change tyres based on the weather conditions. That's important. Default strategy will now correctly show the tyres that will be fitted on the player vehicle during a pit stop. So that means an icon's going to come up, I think. Pit stop routine will no longer start during online races. Use until the player closes the pit stop menu. Oh, I got you.
What?
Basically, it means that, you know, when you go into the pits and you're picking like the stuff, but you go to like change something and then it starts the pit stop. As soon as you pull into your pit box, say you haven't finished doing your pit strategy, it starts it anyway. Yeah, now it won't start it until you've closed the menu, which is good.
But at the same time, it's bad if you want to start whizzing through it and you're still in that menu and you just want to get ding 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 dong gone.
Yeah, but you got loads of time in the pit lane, let's be fair.
But do you know what I mean?
If you're taking more than 20-30 seconds trying to decide what you want to do for a pit strategy, you're clearly a novice gamer. Mikey.
Hey,
tyre pressures will now be correctly set when the player changes to a new set of tyres, and the currently active pit strategy will now remain in action when advancing through race sessions. That's good. Basically, the pit strategy will remain all the way through. Unless you change it, say during qualifying or the practice.
No.
Online.
Oh my god.
Fixed an issue where the player was sometimes given a large time penalty when exiting the pit lane. I've had that.
I haven't.
I've had that a few times. Fixed an issue where the remaining session time displayed an incorrect value in the tuning screen. I haven't had that one.
No, I haven't.
Fixed an issue that at times would prevent a player from entering a race after joining a second online lobby. We've all had that.
Yeah,
that's
I think
a big one.
everyone's had that.
Right. Fixed an issue where the track location pop-up would at times appear on some screens.
No.
Wonder what it means by that. PS4, the lobby browser now displays random lobbies instead of always the oldest lobbies. I don't know. I'd rather have oldest lobbies being shown myself. Because, you know, people who wait long enough will eventually get people joining into the thing.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, maybe it'll work. Fixed an issue where network features could not be used after resuming from rest mode. I haven't had that problem. I've been fine. Maybe some people. All platforms, fixed pedals and triggers that vibrate during replays. This is all to do with wheel. So a lot of issues, including the force feedback, springs and stuff like that, have all been changed. Controls on the PS4 fixed an issue where the player got stuck on the career screen when entering driver name using a wheel controller. All these ones are to do with the Fanatec wheels, so they're being improved, and the pedals and the sequential gearbox and stuff like that. On the gamepad, it's tilt control support implemented to allow controller tilt to be used to control the vehicles. That'll be an interesting one to have a go at, just for a laugh. That'd be a hilarious online race, that, wouldn't it? Trying to use freaking tilt controls. You know what I mean by tilt controls, don't you? Yeah, okay, sorry then. Now, vehicles. Bloody hell. This is how big this patch is. Adjusted handbrake strength on vehicles which are equipped with handbrakes. Kind of needs to be done a little bit.
Yes!
It only improves it so that it works, Mike, not so that you can go drift.
Yeah, no.
Why do you want to drift on a simulation racing game? Why?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
No, why?
Well,
It's a
why?
simulation racing game for races.
That's like someone saying, "Here you go."
No, it's not.
Don't chat to that person.
Why? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's like, no. Why do you want to do drifting on a simulation racing game? Just answer me that. I'm not having a go at you.
Cause I like.
I'm not having a go at you.
No. I know you're gonna say.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
No.
I promise I won't say anything. Why?
Because.
And don't say because you like drifting. Just say why.
No, because I want to be able to attempt to drift.
And you're going to go into a tree.
I've done it once or twice.
and then hit a tree.
No, I haven't hit a tree actually.
Anyway,
Maybe.
all right. Well, if you want to do that, then you'll be getting Gran Turismo for that. Then, if you like that sort of thing, you will. Fixed an issue where the rain wipers state did not reset correctly when restarting a session. This is one. Well, no, because yours is manual. Fixed an issue where light glows from a vehicle behind the player would sometimes appear in front of the player. I know what it means by that. It's basically when you're behind a car, quite far in the distance, say at night time, it glows really strange for some reason. I don't know why it does. Fixed fuel pressure gauge calibration in several cars. Fixed an issue where a white border would at times appear around the brake light glow of certain cars. I've had that, but it's not just white, it's green as well.
Oh, what?
Little green box appears around when people brake in the distance.
I've never noticed.
You've never noticed that because you're either right behind someone about to get taken off, or too far behind because you've already been taken off to have seen it.
Probably, yeah.
Ford GT40 improved the collision model to prevent vehicles wedging in under other vehicles. Formula Gulf, Gumpert Apollo and the Formula Rookie fixed an issue with the livery that sets the livery to the right one that you've picked. Like in Hypersport, statistics have been updated to the latest manufacturer specification. Lotus 72D improved handling characteristics, exposed bump stops to be adjustable in the vehicle setup. Reduced cold sensitivities of the cold slick tyres. I've had that when I've driven it.
It's too sensitive. Yeah.
I don't know. You haven't driven it that much. You haven't driven
Cold
it that
tyres.
No, on the Lotus 72.
Oh fuck.
No, you haven't driven it because you're a pussy. Carts have been reworked so that rework the carts optimization to help address performance drops with a lot of carts on track. The McLaren 12C GT3 adjusted the vehicle pose to more closely match the real car. The M3 GT4 improved the accuracy of the levels at which the oil and water temperature warning lights will activate. Never noticed it because I don't drive it that much. Ford Escort improved the collision and wheel contact model to prevent climbing over other cars in collisions. I've had that. Supercars improved controller issues. Lotus 49 improved the AI handling of the vehicle and cars in close racing. Pagani Huayra reduced fuel consumption to around 3 miles per gallon in hard track use and improved cooling to prevent engine overheating. That is one actually, yeah.
I'll never forget when Matty Boys then, going around the
He's
corner.
in a Zonda.
I was right behind him. I was right behind him as well. I took the corner nicely. Matty took the corner nicely.
You were behind me?
No, I was behind you. You were behind him, weren't you?
I was a bit far behind him, but I seen the end of his.
No, but it's one of them, like, as I turned the corner, I just seen this Zonda just like, guys, why is it saying I've got a blowing engine?
Yeah.
Is this Zonda creeping at it? It's like that lights.
My engine blew up when I was doing the LMP one class today again. I must have had about 3 or 4 engine retirements in that Le Mans Championship because of my car just blows up for no reason. It's the one that I'm in is seriously unreliable compared to the Audi and the Marek.
What are you in?
I'm in an RWD. Tracks, Bathurst removed. I've seen this actually. I've seen this on videos. Removed cones in the pit lane that was causing cars to get stuck. They go to drive and they go and hit the cone and then they go and then you try and reverse and go They wouldn't move. It was
So
weird.
why at that time with like the AI and stuff, you literally all you see was like half the grid just at the pit
It
lane.
might have been, but I've never seen it there before. So Watkins Glen fixed a number of accuracy issues around the track. Flick that for us. Le Mans 24 Hours improved the race line at a few corners to keep the LMP cars off the curbs, as this was causing cars to lean over on 2 wheels.
I thought it was quite fun.
What does need to be changed, actually, now that I think about it. Silverstone vehicle grid placement reworked to more closely align with the painted start boxes. Hockenheim reworked the wet weather reflection mapping to address incorrect object reflections. Willow Springs fixed an issue where the vehicle drive through the barriers when exiting pit. Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Now the GUI.
The what?
You know what GUI is, don't you? No. I'll basically just go into it. Driving network profile, visual tidy up to improve the usability. Fixed an issue where very thin lines would not always appear. Added support for better info display on the community events page.
Yeah.
Fixed the issue where HUD customization was not saved on exiting a session. Fixed an issue where the potential lap time display on the lap info board would be inconsistent with the sector times being displayed. I've had that a lot. I had that this morning.
Yeah.
And monitor spectator mode. Fixed an issue where the vehicle being viewed would automatically reset to the player's vehicle on leaving the monitor screen.
Yeah.
And that is all the updates.
Well,
And that's just 1.4. So they clearly care, which is nice to see. So we're gonna have a pretty good game. We're gonna have a pretty good game now, aren't we? I think it'd be nice to get back to Project Cars Online.
sorry to break your heart, but yeah, our last got us up to on Tuesday.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're a sad bastard, and you don't like being on your lonesome for too long. So you'll come straight back onto Project Cars. So it doesn't matter.
I'm like a slag, aren't you?
What do you want me to? Now, people, one last thing before we go, and it is to do with Project Cars' rival. Obviously, Gran Turismo 7 is not going to be here for a while. You're probably thinking, "Ooh, Drive Club." Well, no. Drive Club is a rival. The Drive Club's become one of the best games on the PS4 since, but it's not in the same category, so I don't really class it.
It was the game that got me into racing.
And Need for Speed comes out later this year, so it's a bit out of its depth. But when we come to proper simulation races, people, there's only Forza that's coming out this year that could even rival it.
Yeah.
But next year, there's a game that's been on a PC for a good few years now has decided to go, alright then, Project Cars, let's take you on. Assetto Corsa, people. Now, I've seen this game, and I've got to be honest with you, graphically, it's nothing as good as Project Cars. I won't lie. It is a proper simulation racing game. It's probably in the same league as Project Cars. It's that good. And the amount of cars that they've got coming is about 110 or something like that to begin with, and there's a lot of manufacturers there that Project Cars doesn't have yet. Alfa Romeo, Ferrari, Lamborghini, and a couple of other things that are in there that I haven't seen from Project Cars. I'm assuming that it's going to be... The thing with Assetto Corsa is like, the graphics aren't as good. The sounds are pretty impressive, but I don't think they're as good as Project Cars.
Yeah.
And I might get this game when I see more of it, because there will be more of it at E3. I'm convinced there will be.
Probably.
And Assetto Corsa's next year, I think I'll get it. But there's one thing that I think it could struggle when it comes up against Project Cars. Sure, it's got more cars, Mikey, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have as many tracks.
This is Forza.
No, this is Assetto Corsa. This is the game that I've just been talking about for the last 2-3 minutes, and you've just
I've listened.
been
I just
living in a boat.
Yeah. Well,
They've only got
20
tracks.
What?
They've only got 20 tracks. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, well, that's the big deal. I mean, Project Cars has got 43.
Yeah.
Which, okay, 20 tracks isn't too bad. I mean, when you think about it, F1's got 20. Well, they'll have 19 this year, but for a game that's got 100 odd cars, what would you rather have, more cars or more tracks?
More tracks if there's more cars. There's no point in just having that.
No. What would you rather have, more cars or more tracks, Mike?
Tracks.
Thank you. I still love Project Cars
More
because you can go
cars.
into loads of different types of tracks. Admittedly, you two like staying on the same frickin' 5 tracks all the time, and I try and change it if I can. But Assetto Corsa's only got 20 tracks and 100 cars. I can imagine online getting pretty stagnant. I mean, admittedly, you'll be really good at those 20 tracks, but you'll come back to Project Cars and be like, yeah, Baffert! I haven't been around this for about a year, and then you'll end up crashing into the tyres and getting stuck.
Yes.
I think it's a really good game. I'll show you the trailer for it
Yeah.
later. But that is it for this week's podcast, the 50th podcast.
No
music sound, the music thing will come back next week.
I was looking forward to that as well.
I actually didn't prepare this week because I've been that busy. No, we're not doing it now. It's over. It needs to be done at the start.
No, I've actually got a good one.
No, you're turning it off.
The year.
Turn it off. Everyone knows what year that is anyway.
What?
It's 1996.
Okay.
See what I mean? Everyone knows that, Mikey. But
Why does no one have confidence in it?
because everyone knows it is 1996. But if you want to follow Mikey on Twitter, you can follow him at...
Oh shit, Mikey Keating XD.
If you want to follow Mikey, it's Mikey Keating XD.
If you want to follow Mr. Millington, it's
Jack TM53.
If you want to follow good chap Mr. Morris,
It's in a
Turkish bar.
It's in a Turkish. Yep, with my name on it. Best start.
And Fez.
Or
with my name on it.
have you even asked him for a fez?
Yes. I was like,
Okay.
can you get me a Fez? He's like, no, I'm not getting Jack and Rogue, so I'm not getting you a Fez. Like, go on, get me a Fez.
He's getting me a rug.
He's getting me a fucking
He's getting a
Fez.
rug.
If he doesn't
If he doesn't get me a rug, he's not getting a present.
If he
His
doesn't
birthday. That's it. That's the ultimatum I'm going to give him to him. If you don't get me a rug, you're not getting a present.
It's his birthday's been.
No, it hasn't.
Yes.
It hasn't.
Yes.
It hasn't.
It has.
It hasn't been yet, you dopey son. He's your friend and you don't even know when when's his birthday? Wow, really?
His birthday's been.
His birthday has not been.
He told me it's been.
It's not been. I'll go to his Facebook page now.
Okay.
But you can also like us on Facebook. You can subscribe to our YouTube. You don't have to. I mean, there's one person who has, who's clearly lost a few brain cells if they've subscribed to us.
Don't forget you got on Mog and on Scotty.
Yeah, don't forget Moggy, Lewis_Moggy as well. Scott, like an associate of ours,
Good friend. Yeah.
a good friend there.
I'd say just that Scotty Amble, I think it is.
Is it? I don't know. You see,
It's just the course that you can't miss. Well, if you want to mind, find Scott Amble.
because Mikey hasn't got many followers, so it'd be dead easy to just scroll down. But yeah. I'm just going to just say one quick thing.
You absolute prick.
And I can say the same to you for not knowing Matty's birthday. Do you know when it is? You don't, do you?
I thought it was February.
And on that note, people, get ready to hit the stop button, Mike, because it's the yellow one. You're going to have to actually turn round. Don't do it just yet. But it's essential.
Oh, my neck. It's just broken in 2 places. I can't move.
So it's bye from Mikey.
Bye. It's bye for my good chap here.
It's bye from me as well. And we've been the S team.
So yeah, in a bit. That button there.